Good day, Newcastle, and welcome to your 2020 virtual Memorial Day Parade. We'd all prefer to be together in town today, but given the circumstances, we will do what Americans always do so very well. We will adapt and overcome and go virtual. First, I'd like to start off with some thank yous. I'd like to thank the town board and town supervisor, Ivy Poole, and all our elected officials who have committed themselves to public service. I'd also like to thank Jim McCauley, David Egerton, Jill Shapiro, and Carrie Krams, whose hard work and dedication make Memorial Day so special in our great town and our great country every year. With crisis always comes much confusion, but also in crisis, there are moments of great clarity. Clarity in principles, clarity in purpose, clarity in commitment and service, clarity and resilience, and so many other things that make our country so great. May Memorial Day be one of these moments of clarity for all of us. Most of all, may Memorial Day provide clarity in the true purpose of this holiday, for all of us to remember and reflect on those that made the ultimate sacrifice in fighting for and giving their lives for our country and our freedom. At this time, as I would if we were all together in person, I would ask all parents to hug your children very tightly and ask all children to hug your parents very tightly. I do this because there are parents and children across our great country that cannot hug today because their loved ones have been lost sacrificing their life for our country and our freedom. I would also like to offer a word of encouragement. Severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2 is just another enemy that our country will defeat, as we have throughout our great history. Let's take counsel of our courage. Let's not take counsel of our fears. We will survive, we will thrive. We are Americans, we are not Americanauts. I wish you a thankful, thoughtful, and happy Memorial Day. God bless you and your families, and God bless the United States of America, and God bless all of those who gave their lives for our country and our freedom. Thank you.
Good morning. On behalf of the friends and members of the First Congregational Church in Chappaqua, I am honored to be here with you virtually today. And as the Newcastle Police Department chaplain, I am humbled to be with you as well. I'd like to invite you to please join with me in prayer. O Holy One, even as we cannot gather as one community face to face today, we pause for a moment to remember those who have died during this pandemic and pray for their families and for all who are affected by this virus. God, as we virtually gather to remember those who have died in service of the United States of America, may we be mindful that the sacrifices that were made by these brave women and men continue to this day. They remind us that America is a great country, but we cannot take that for granted. We need to be willing to place personal needs aside in order to promote a greater good for all, just as those who fought and died for our country showed us through their ultimate sacrifice. We give thanks for this community and for all who help us remember that democracy, while giving us freedoms, also requires that we step up and serve when the need arises, whether it be in local, state, or national government. Let us always do so, being mindful of those who cannot voice for themselves the rights and privileges that we all hold so dear in our country, for which so many people have died. And so we pause to honor them today. Amen.
Oh, sleep, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
The influenza pandemic of 1918 killed around 50 million people. It has been cited as the most devastating epidemic in recorded world history. 2 of Chappaqua servicemen died during the pandemic. Originally a native of Rome, Italy, Santi Filizzola emigrated to the U.S. and settled in Newcastle. On October 20th, 1918, at 4:30 a.m., at the military hospital in Fort Newark, Sergeant Filizzola died of pneumonia, a secondary infection caused by influenza. He was 27 years old. The other casualty of the Great War was Private Frederick T. Wallington. He was married and had just purchased a home on Orchard Ridge Road. On November 4th, 1918, just 9 days after leaving for the Army, Private Frederick T. Wallington died at Camp Wheeler Hospital. He is buried in the Fair Ridge Cemetery. This year we are honoring World War II veteran Ronald A. Freeman. Ron is a longtime resident of Newcastle and has marched in a Memorial Day parade for a number of years. His military service started when he joined the U.S. Army Reserves in December of 1944. He attended New York University and continued his studies as a reservist. With World War II over, the Cold War started to heat up. In December of 1945, Ronald was called up for active service. He received his basic training and training as a radio operator at Fort McClellan, Alabama. By June of 1946, he was on his way overseas, first landing in France. His first assignment was in Regensburg, in what would soon be known as West Germany. Even before NATO was formed, the Allies needed troops in Europe to support the cleanup and rebuilding of a new Germany and to protect against a possible Soviet invasion. Ron was assigned to work in a communications unit with the combat engineers of the 1st Infantry Division. By October, he was transferred by train to Gorizia, Italy, where he joined the 88th Infantry Division. His knowledge of radios and his tall stature got him assigned to a military police platoon. This region in Italy, in the northeastern Alps, was subject to a territorial dispute with Yugoslavia. The communists under General Tito committed acts of violence such as bombings and even murderous ethnic cleansing. Private First Class Freeman's unit was sent to investigate the frequent explosions, or in raids to search for hidden weapons and explosives in the local villages. In May of 1947, he was honorably discharged from the Army, yet he re-enlisted in reserves for 3 more years. For his service, he received the American Campaign Medal, the European, African, Middle Eastern Campaign Medal, the Good Conduct Medal, the Victory Medal, and the Army of Occupation Medal. Mr. Freeman, thank you for your service.
World War II, David Chittenden, Richard Cook, David Corrigan, James Corsi, Ralph Ginsberg Jr., Gerald Held, Thomas Hill, Peter Lynch, Erwin Orson, Gustav Rucker, Robert Sleater, William Viscomi, Max Weinberg, Andre Whalen, Edward White Jr., Korean War, Charles Bouget, Vietnam War, William Moss, Hugo Winterhalter Jr., World War I, Sante Feliziola, Frederick Wallington, Operation Enduring Freedom, Hugh Yuk Che.
This Memorial Day is unlike any other, but in many ways it makes it even more important for us to thank those who have served our country in the past, who have put their lives at risk to ensure our freedom. Today we remember that we can never take it for granted. We have to always fight for it, stand for it, work for it, and we thank you.
And although we will miss marching with everyone to pay tribute to our veterans on Memorial Day, our hearts will be with all of you. And we want to also extend our gratitude to everyone serving now throughout the world. So please join us in remembering and thanking all who have been there, making the sacrifices that preserve our freedom and way of life.
Thank you.
Hello, Newcastle. This is Senator Chuck Schumer, wishing all of you a good Memorial Day. To all those in our armed forces, and to all families of veterans who have made the ultimate sacrifice, thank you once again for your just great and grand service to our country. It's been a difficult few months for all of us, but today I draw strength from all of you who have sacrificed for our nation, so that we can enjoy the blessings of liberty. I promise that as we fight back against this disease, that I'll do everything I can to make sure you are safe, you are cared for, just as you have cared for us. So thank you again for your service. A good Memorial Day to all, and until we can see each other again, my best wishes and stay safe.
This Memorial Day looks a little different. We aren't able to stand together for our ceremony in Newcastle, but it remains our solemn duty to honor our fallen heroes and mark this moment despite the uncertainty of this time. Today, we pay tribute to those who have demonstrated the highest form of selflessness, remembering those who have served our country around the world and honoring the families and communities they left behind.
Hi, I'm New York State Assemblyman David Buchwald. This Memorial Day, please take a moment to remember those men and women who have served in our armed forces and have made the ultimate sacrifice on behalf of their fellow Americans. This Memorial Day is unlike any in history, but if there's something we need to hold on to, is those things that make life truly precious. and those who have given of themselves so the rest of us might be free are deserving of tremendous gratitude. Please reach out to their families and convey your appreciation.
This is New York State Senator Pete Harckham. Each Memorial Day, it's important that all Americans pause to honor the American men and women who paid the ultimate sacrifice in defense of our freedoms. Normally, this takes the form of parades and large civic gatherings to honor their sacrifice. This year, due to the coronavirus pandemic, that's not possible. So I'm urging all New Yorkers to take a moment to honor our fallen heroes in their own way. Put flags or poppies on graves, light a candle, say a prayer, or just be kind to a veteran in your life. It's so important that we not take our freedoms for granted, and we remember all of those who paid the ultimate sacrifice for our freedoms.
I'm George Latimer, Westchester County Executive. The COVID-19 virus has cost us a lot of very familiar events over the course of the spring. Opening day for the Little League, celebration of Easter, Passover, and Ramadan, Cinco de Mayo, and in certain ways Mother's Day. But Newcastle never forgets its veterans and never forgets to remember them on Memorial Day. We're not able to do the great parade today, but Memorial Day is not one day of the year. It's every day in our hearts. And those men and women who went off to war and those who didn't come back will never be forgotten for the great sacrifice that they've made. We thank the Newcastle community, Chappaqua, Millwood, and all of us for making sure that this Memorial Day, although different, is still special.
Hello, Newcastle. I'm Vidat Kashi, Westchester County Legislator for the 4th District. Right now, we celebrate our holidays differently, but the meaning behind our celebrations are more important now than ever. Memorial Day remains a time to remember the heroes whose sacrifices made these moments possible. Our men and women in uniform who gave their lives to keep our nation safe and free. Every single one of us owes our fallen heroes a profound debt of gratitude. I hope we all take a moment this weekend to think about those that died in service to our nation, say a prayer in their memories and for their families. I hope we use this weekend as an opportunity to reach out to the veterans in our community or the families who've lost loved ones and let them know that their service and sacrifice will never be forgotten. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. God bless our veterans, God bless Newcastle, and may God bless America.
Greetings, Newcastle, and happy Memorial Day from your Newcastle Town Board.
Today we honor those who sacrificed their lives for our freedom.
We have a proud tradition of service and patriotism here in our community.
We also celebrate the enduring strength and spirit of our community.
And to all of Newcastle, stay strong, stay safe, and we hope to be able to see all of you again soon.
Hi, I'm Jane Shepardson, President of the Board of Education of the Chappaqua Central School District. On behalf of the entire board, I want to send a heartfelt thank you to all the men and women in the armed services who lost their lives protecting ours, and to those who continue to serve each and every day in probably many ways right now that they never imagined, so that our children and our community members would stay safe. A gracious, gracious thank you on this Memorial Day.
Hello, this is Christine Akerman, Superintendent of Chappaqua Central School District. So today we usually march down Main Street with our band, honoring all of those who have sacrificed so that we could live in this great country with all the rights and freedoms that are afforded to us under our Constitution. And although we're not able to do that together today, we truly appreciate the sacrifices our families have made in order for us to be able to live in this country the way that we do. So thank you, have a wonderful Memorial Day, and we look forward to seeing all of our students very soon.
Hi, everyone. Greetings from the Seven Bridges Morning Crew. We're here today to honor our veterans who served our country, defended our freedoms, and some who gave their lives. We appreciate all of you, and we also want to give a big shout out to our acting veterans.
Absolutely. Those of us at Seven Bridges Middle School, we wish the town of Newcastle and everyone connected to our families and friends a happy Memorial Day. We're thinking about you as we go into the weekend.
To Chappaqua and all the Seven Bridges community, stay safe.
We miss you, we love you, and we cannot wait to welcome our community back to our school when we can all be together again. Have a wonderful day, everybody.
Happy Memorial Day from the Chappaqua Girl Scouts.
Hello, we are Boy Scouts from Troop 1 Chappaqua. Today is a Memorial Day like no other. Although we are unable to join members of our community to honor our dead, we are no less thankful for our fallen veterans of all wars.
You stepped up when our nation needed you the most, and you paid the ultimate price in the defense of our freedoms.
We cannot thank you enough for the sacrifices you made for us. As Scouts and as Americans, we are forever in your debt. We will always remember your sacrifice.
The members of the Chappaqua Fire Department would like to thank all those who served our country and who have passed, honoring our freedoms as Americans.
Happy Memorial Day 2020 from Newcastle Police.
Can't wait to see you all next year.
Stay home. Stay safe.
Stay healthy.
On this Memorial Day, as we offer gratitude for those who gave their lives in the creation and defense of our nation, we give thanks and we send comfort to their families. Likewise, we communicate our appreciation to those who are putting their lives on the line today in this time of crisis. Our first responders, emergency staff, healthcare workers, law enforcement officials, volunteers, and essential workers, upon whom we are entirely dependent. In the book of Numbers, Aaron and his sons are commanded to bless the entire community for their efforts. And so we say today, may God bless you and keep you. May God's presence shine upon you and be good to you. May God be with you in all of your endeavors, and may each of you be received by God's grace. Through your efforts, may you honor those who came before and were willing to make the ultimate sacrifice. Together we say, Amen.